What's going on, guys? Today we got a game between Atletico Madrid and Chelsea, and this is the news of Sergio Aguero stating that he does not want to be a part of Atletico Madrid anymore, and he wants to leave the club. Now, as of now, I've heard there are plenty of teams in the running for Sergio Aguero. Juventus, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Now, from what I've heard, the most likely candidate at the moment is Chelsea. They offer Champions League football and, frankly, something that Liverpool and Juventus don't. Manchester City is also high up on the list, but as of now, it's from what we know, it's pretty much City and Chelsea. Even though Inter Milan are there, though, from what we've heard, he wants to play in the English league at the moment. So those two are high up in the running, especially considering the price he is out for at 43 million at the moment. And there aren't too many clubs willing to pay 43 million. There aren't even too many clubs who have 43 million, let alone enough to pay for one play. And I fuck up there, but Sergio Aguero, 43 million from Atletico Madrid, up for grabs at the moment. But another thing that'll come from this and Chelsea, and the problem with Chelsea is they've just gotten rid of their manager, and they don't have a new one yet. But when they do get a new one, we don't know if he'll like a certain type of player, or it is Spanish, English. There are managers who will go for a certain type of player. There may be managers that may not like Spanish. There may be managers who may not like his lack of physical style play, and there may be managers who love it. In the Premier League, he'd fit. I don't think I'd see a problem with him not fitting. My only concern would be toughness, though I think he's tough enough. The Spanish league is pretty tough, but that's my only concern for him. But there may be managers who may not like something such as him, such a glidey type of player, if you know what I mean. Someone who doesn't rough and tough his way to goals, more like Van Persie may do, but more someone who glides around people for goals, such as Luis Suarez, or other players such as that. There's not many English players who glide around. But the begging question is, what happens to Atletico Madrid now? Atletico Madrid is coming off an off year, failed to make Europe. Their best striker is going. Diego Forlan, from what I've heard, is maybe on his way out to a team such as Tottenham, who are looking for a striker. And after the loss of Sergio Aguero, possibly Diego Forlan, you gotta wonder where do the goals come from? I mean, they got players, I guess. Jose Reyes, I guess he's a good player, but he's not. He's a winger more, and not much more of a goal scorer. So it begs the question: where are they going to get their goals from to compete for next year? And what happens to a team such as Atletico Madrid, who's had a good run in the last couple of years, and is it just time for them, I guess, to fall off the cliff, as many teams do? Many teams could be good for a while, such as Newcastle, and then fall off a cliff. And you know, they just got promoted back to the Premier League this year. So you never know what happens. I think, I can't really tell you where I think he'll end up. Hope he ends up at Liverpool. I wouldn't mind him at Liverpool playing with Suarez. But I think he'll end up at Manchester City myself, considering the way Chelsea are at the moment with their manager and whatnot. I think he'll hook up well with Ibrahimovic if they do go and buy him. But yeah, that's it, guys. So peace.